Welcome to the next episode of the Michigan Dynasty. Today we take on the 9th seed Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the Rose Bowl. Michigan looks to win themselves another Rose Bowl, but we need to make it by Notre Dame to get to the semifinals. Time to play some football. We'll see you at halftime. Thanks for watching and go Blue.
Welcome everybody to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So Notre Dame's offense will begin backed up off that poor return. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Here's the second down play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver...
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
He's running out of time here. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Wolverines offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call.
Illegal flag. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a quarterback keeper. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. He's looking deep here. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field.
Defense.
So the PI penalty cost the defense 15, and it's a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now. Here's the option play. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, they actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. And boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history in playing linebacker.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Keeping it on the ground here. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds onto the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They'll kick it away here. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. An impressive spin there. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Wolverines are in the red zone now. The shotgun handoff here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything.
On the move, he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Wolverines looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll run it with the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick completion to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip, he saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Looking to throw it again. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Fires it on the move. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Fires it to the wide out. And is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Grab down the middle. It's McMillan. And on the offense, will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Makes a quick grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. This will likely be the last play of the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, try to get 3 before halftime. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. But there is a flag down, so we'll have to check and see what that's about.
Defense.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he fields it inside the 15. And they get him down what will be the final
At the half the score, Michigan 21, Notre Dame 3.
Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Denton McMillan, a good first half for the Wolverines on the ground. Kanatskar, 5 of 7, 76 yards. Rushing, Denton McMillan 7 for 78 and 2 scores. Willie Bannon also has a touchdown run. Well, we'll see how this goes. Michigan up 21-3 at halftime. Will Notre Dame have a comeback? Time to find out.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Return begins inside the 10. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Offense in a split backfield now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for some space. It's McMillan. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire. And the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there's a flag on the field. So let's check this out. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Handoff from the shotgun. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lets it go. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. And there's the handoff. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it here. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain. They've been in the red zone 3 times and have 3 points to show for it. Can they punch it in here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal.
Now they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Irish. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. I'll stop him with the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
They'll run the option. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the 2nd half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Michigan.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. It's 28-10. kickoff team now. He's set to move this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. And the same runner's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. No huddle here for the offense.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To go with the ground game here, running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Locates the tight end. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter. On a fourth down play, they step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27 here.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. And the back now goes in motion. A running play called on 4th down. Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. And he's got it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looking to throw yet again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the extra point was up and good. Believe they're going to line up here, go for the onside kick. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock,
And that's a
begin
call.
the celebration.
Kneels the football down.
The
Michigan's
Wolverines will
punt. I
line
think
up
they
and
want
run
to
it
fake
away.
it.
Looking to look out a fake. Snap to the up man.
And they would.
And the trickery
They
is
want to
rewarded.
fake
Good
to
execution.
see
It's
the
a first
ball.
down.
Surprised they
On
caught
4th
this
down and
return team
3.
off guard here, Chris. I think
And
the
it
fake
worked.
makes sense. You're kind of in
They have
that,
to
that
call
no
it
man's
the
land. So
kneel
even
off
if you
the
don't
clock.
get it, it's
Michigan
comparable to your standard punt.
beats Notre Dame
Playoffs
28-17.
survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as
Michigan
this team
fourth,
continues to win
Michigan.
football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed
Stats
with
for next
the
call.
emotions and how they're able to contain themselves,
Two.
stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today.
8 of 12
They
over the
advanced.
8, a
Cannot
touchdown
wait
and
to
an
watch and see
interception.
what they can do next week.
McMillan
that is
20
gonna
for
wrap it up.
124
He
and 2
enjoyed this one
touchdowns.
here.
5 for 27 and a touchdown.
And this has been
Value.
another presentation
1 for
of
14
EA
on
Sports College
touchdown.
Football.
McMillan 4 for 48. John Algier had the 166-yard touchdown bomb pass. And then Michigan had only 1 pick. Thank you, Jake, for getting that interception. We didn't punt it all today. But the big play of the day. The big touchdown pass. This one here. Beautiful touchdown. So, Michigan defeats Notre Dame. Ogre National Defensive Player of the Week. This week, Denton McMillan, Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. And we will be playing the Cinderella Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. Next episode. Let's see the bracket. Middle Tennessee pulled off the upset over Penn State, and then they dominated over Georgia. So the Bulldogs are out. Number 3, Coastal Carolina beat Washington. And Kansas State, number 2, dominated over California. And of course, the number 1 team in the tournament, in the playoffs, Michigan, dominated. So, Michigan in the semifinals against Middle Tennessee State. Against Middle Tennessee. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching today's episode, and we'll see you for the Cotton Bowl.